My name is Tabitha King, and I am the owner of Healing Motions. And my purpose in life is to serve African American women who have dealt with emotional trauma and generational traumas that have caused them stress and issues in their bodies. And now I want to help them to break free from those chains that have been bounding them. And I want to help them to um, break those chains so that their children and their children's children can be free from those chains. With that being said, first things first, if you like what you hear on this page, please click like and subscribe to my channel, and also click on the bell so that you can receive the notifications so that you can know when I'm on live. With that being said, today I will be talking about changing intergenerational scripts. And what exactly do I mean by that? Well, I'm glad you asked because it's so important for us to learn that we have a script in this life. Scripts can be as specific as the preferred way to wash dishes and as big as how we fight or how we express intimacy. Today, I want to talk about three different general types of scripts. And before I do, I'm going to take a little bit of my tea because you know, I found that a detox tea is really good for you, especially when you don't always eat exactly the healthy foods that you plan on eating. And I know I've been there and done that. I don't always eat everything that I'm supposed to eat. So it's best to go ahead and cleanse your body of those things that you have been eating so that you can start to refresh and rebuild and get right back up and start again. So I make this tea, and it's one of my favorites. I love to put a fourth cup of lemon juice and a half a tablespoon of honey and a pinch of ginger and a pinch of cayenne pepper. And boy, it is awesome. You boil that water and get it on. And I trained myself a long time ago. I remember when I first drank it, it was so funny because I don't like spicy stuff, but cayenne pepper was really something that I really didn't want to do, but I said I'm going to do this because I want to get better. I want to start to cleanse my body of the stuff that I've been eating. So when I did it, it took a while, but the process is where you start to see a difference when you start to say, "Oh, now I can do this with no problems at all." I'm gonna just drink a little bit right quick before it gets too cold. Oh yes, that is amazing. I love it. I remember the first time I drank it. I was like, it's so hot, it's so spicy. But no, now I can drink it with ease. That's how I want us to get in life. I want us to get to the place where we are doing things with fun and ease and not having to feel like so stressed out and traumatized by the things that we're doing. So that's why I love for you to join me in my signature program so that you can learn more and find out how to do these things. Not in as long as it took me to do it, but within 6 months, you'll learn how to turn your life around and have a lifetime of wellness. All right, with that said, the three general types of scripts in our lives. There is a replicative script. That's a hard word to say, but it's basically one of those type of scripts that you repeat from your family of origin. It's either consciously or unconsciously. What I mean by that is, for example, the way you clean your house or dinner time etiquette, or even policy around TV watching and anything else that you find that you are doing unconsciously or consciously. These are usually behavioral scripts that you experienced as preferable or positive as a child. And other times, people replicate these behaviors or attitudes they originally disliked, often as an unconscious way to be loyal to their parents. By replicating their family of origin script, they are essentially communicating to their parents that their behavior is so desirable that their children should be replicating it too. For example, many people find themselves they find themselves saying things to their children that they actually hated to hear as a child. I have been there and done that. I do it all the time, and I'll be like, "Why do I do the same things my mama did? That is not how I want to live my life." I don't. I mean, I love my mama dearly. I do, but some things she did and said, it just was not for me. So I know that when I start to say the same things, I said, "What is this? Why am I saying this?" But definitely on my blog, I posted a scenario about how I lost my temper one day with my oldest daughter, and I was so mad that I followed the same patterns that I did not like as a child. I want you to check it out. The link is going to be in the description. I think I forgot to put that link in there, but I'll put it in there. Another script is the corrective script. It occurs when a person consciously chooses to do things very differently or even opposite from the scripts they experienced growing up. Tell me about it. I have had those moments where I said, okay, I'm going to do something totally different because what was going on in my life, it was not working. So I'm going to try to find a different way to do things. I have brought parenting books, I have brought parenting programs just to try to do something different. But I kept going back to the same old way. Others act out corrective scripts by running away, geographically, religiously, or economically from where they grew up. Can you relate? Tell me about it in the comments. I have been there and done that. I know all about it. People try to run away from their inherited scripts in many ways. They move away to the other side of the world. They may change their names. They may convert or become more religious. They may cut off family ties so they won't have to talk about or be around their family members. If this is you and you want to stop running, go ahead and schedule a healing activation call with me today so you can start to move towards your healing and a new script for your life. I teach you how to heal from within so that the illnesses that have shown up in your body can be dealt with and be healed. So many of us do not realize how childhood trauma is a serious thing. And if you don't deal with it internally, you will continue to have external effects popping up in your body. The final script that I want to talk about this morning is the improvised script. This script is born out of necessity, a new reality or a new technology, or out of curiosity. They are not a replication or a correction of the past. They are actually new and often spontaneous. In these scripts, each partner must withstand anxiety and uncertainty as they initiate a new script for their family life. That's where I am now. I'm at that point of changing habits and going through and doing something different completely and making it completely new, where we realize and recognize we do not have to follow the patterns, the old patterns of this world, but be renewed by the transforming of our minds. And yes, there is going to be some anxiety as you go through it because you're doing a change in your life. You're going to go through moments where it's not going to be easy. So that's why it's important to have a mentor or a coach that you can talk it through with, so that you can get through those moments of pain that you're going through, so that you can get to the other side of the mountain. How about that? It's a bit funny, but I have went through each one of these scripts, um, seeking and searching for the way to go and how to live free from the pain of my past. But I digress. It's all about getting to that place of where it makes a difference for you. So how do scripts solidify in relationships? What happens is a couple starts to negotiate each partner's replicative, I told you it's a hard word, replicative and corrective scripts and play out a combination of those things. Sometimes you don't talk about those things, but it tends to be embedded in you. And when something like this happens, your old way of living tends to show up in your household without you even thinking about it. Since this negotiation is not conscious, the couple may experience conflicts between their inherited scripts. In my signature program, where we are working together for the next 6 months, I help you learn how to establish healthy relationships so you are in one accord and in line with the Word of God. We sometimes think we have the Bible in our hands and we'll get it together after a while, but have you? Sometimes you need a mentor to help you get through those issues you have yet to heal from. And that's what I'm here for. I want you to go ahead and schedule that call with me today so we can chat and get you on the path of healing from these situations, don't forget to check out my newest blog post, and it's called I think I'm trying to remember what I called it. I don't remember. Let me see. I called it. Um, let me see. What was it? Why do we behave? Why do we behave like our parents? That's the last one I just wrote. I wrote that earlier today. I hope that you have enjoyed this message on today, and I hope that you have an awesome, awesome day. You have a blessed day, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Be blessed.